Hi, I'm Herman Stuart, and I'm the founder and CEO of Every Child Needs a Mentor, and we're the leading whole school mentoring program provider. And I've got a few thoughts I want to share with you today around children. You know, when you think about children and you think about a school, the biggest stakeholder in a school are the children. If you think about what a school is held by, whether it's through their Ofsted or whether it's through the school league table points or whatever it is, the ones that have to produce the goods are children. So even if you've got innovative teachers and you've got forward-thinking teachers, or whether you're an outstanding school or whatever, you still have to be able to engage and move forward and help the children. And I've got 2 pointers that I think that will be just so ideal for you to consider when you think about teaching and working with children. The first one is, it's a guiding premise of our organisation, and it is this: that children are people first and students second. Hear what I say? Children are people first and students second. That might sound so simple. It might sound, that's not in rocket science. I know that. But the reality of it is, sometimes common sense is not common. And sometimes it's the simplicity in life or the simple things that we overlook. So when we think about children being people first and students second, this is so important, because if you think about a child being in your school or in your lesson, they've got a life outside of school. They've got a 24-hour clock. You know, some children are carers to adults. Some children are taking care of their younger siblings. Some children are looked after. They're in the foster care system. Some children, they're in, you know, the peripheral of gang activity. Some children are sick and they're going through different things. Some children, their families, you know, their parents are just split up. Some children, there's abuse at home, domestic abuse, shouting, they can't do their homework or whatever. So it's very important that when you think about children and working with children, that you consider the backstory, you consider that there's something bigger outside of what's going on inside the classroom. And when you think about behavior is always, it's a byproduct of something else. So the first thing I wanted to share is children are people first and students second. The last thing I want to share, and I'm just going to touch on it and then I'm going to be off, is that children never chose to be there. If you think about that, they never chose to be in school. They never chose to work in school. They never chose to go to school. It was mandatory, and that's why a lot of children become neat, because as soon as they can choose, they choose to opt out. So remember, they never chose to be there. So if you can be considerate of that, if you can be sympathetic of that, and if you can be sympathetic of children are people first and students second, that would be great. That's me, over and out. If you want to know more about what I do, visit everychildneedsamentor.com, and you know, you can find me on LinkedIn, and Stuart. And just remember, you think about mentoring and well-being and resilience and mental health and aspiration. Every Child Needs a Mentor is a program of choice. Take care.